Hey there, guess where I am? So in an unexpected but also expected turn of events, today I became a Knott's Berry Farm season pass holder. I've actually been thinking about getting a pass for a few weeks now. Their top level pass is $200 for the year, and it includes parking, discounts, etc. It also includes a $5 off discount to Knott's Scary Farm, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to do Knott's Scary Farm this year. Plus, the free parking applies to Knott's Scary Farm, and if I were to just do Knott's Scary Farm as a one-off, I would have to pay for parking that night. So it just makes sense. Plus, they posted on Instagram a few days ago that the season pass, which this is interesting because I didn't realize season passes at Knott's work this way, because at Disneyland, it just starts the day that you buy it, and it's good for 1 year. And I guess here they go by calendar year. But they posted that season passes, 2022 season passes, if you buy one now, is good through the end of 2021 and also all of 2022. And so I got the top level pass, which is $200, and it worked out to be $15 payments monthly. I think today I paid like $30 because it included like a small down payment. And right now I'm looking at the Knott's Berry Farm app, which they have added a special dietary needs section, which is cool because before I was just going to the website. Their app, I think, is fairly new. I think it just came out within the last few months. So I kind of wasn't expecting to have the special dietary needs added to it already. But I'm pretty hungry. I'm talking fast because I want to get into the park. It's like 5 o'clock and I'm only going to stay for maybe 2 or 3 hours today, but I want to go eat and I want to get on some rides. But before I head in there, I wanted to go over the vegan options with you. And I don't think it'll take too long because there aren't a whole lot. If you saw my videos from the foodie events that Knott's did during the closure, they had some pretty good vegan options. And if you haven't seen those videos, go check them out. I definitely do think that the special event vegan options are a lot more exciting than the standard menu vegan options, and hopefully if we ask nicely, maybe Knott's will add some of those options to their permanent menus. But anyway, before I head in, I wanted to go over the vegan options real quick. If you want this version of it, you can, I will put it in the description box. So they have assorted beer, cocktails, and wine, cotton candy, fresh popcorn, soft pretzels, pickles, tater tots, fruit cups, hot and cold coffee drinks, fresh squeezed lemonade, Boca Burger served without a bun or protein style. I think that's going to be one of the first items on my to-do list that I'm gonna talk to them about it. French fries, salads with modifications, assorted beer, vegan dog. This I think might be one of my options that I tried today because at the foodie events, I did not try that. So this is at Fiesta Dogs, and it looks like they have a hot dog that is vegan on menu. I think I've heard that it's like a field roast sausage, but it sounds pretty good. I think that might be something that I tried today. They also have ices, select pastries at Ghost Town Bakery, and at the special events, I think at all of them, maybe not all of them, but most of them, they had a vegan pastry at Ghost Town Bakery, which changed every event. So I'm assuming the pastries just in general kind of rotate, so it might vary. I don't know if this means that they have a vegan pastry all of the time or if just sometimes. I'll try to remember to go check that out today. And then Ghost Town Grill, they have select entrees, ask your server, and salads, ask your server. So I think that's like a sit down place where you can talk to your server about it. Grizzly Creek Lodge, I think, is probably where I would recommend going, especially if there's like multiple people in your party that want different things. They have that Boca Burger without a bun, but they also have French fries, icy, smoothies, vegan chicken tenders, vegan mac and cheese, and vegan pizza. And I've had the mac and cheese and I've had the pizza. I think I like the pizza better, but both were good. And then I think that's about it for the list, except for select flavors of Dippin' Dots. So, I mean, it's a long list, but it pretty much just repeats the same items at different locations. I just wanted to go over that real quick because a lot of people do ask what is vegan at Knott's. There's been some kind of confusion about it, and so I'm glad they added it to their website, but just in case you hadn't seen that, now you know. And like I said, I'll put the link in the description, and let's go into the park. stop in the park was Fiesta Dogs, where I picked up that vegan dog that I mentioned. This is a plant-based hot dog and bun topped with peppers and onions. I also added ketchup and mustard to mine. I think if I were to get this again, I would probably just keep it basic and get sauerkraut instead of the peppers and onions, or maybe in addition to, and then just top it with ketchup and mustard. I wasn't a huge fan of the peppers and onions, I think because it seemed like they were just frozen and reheated instead of actually grilled, so they didn't have a ton of flavor. They weren't bad, but I think, yeah, next time I might just keep it simple, but the hot dog and bun themselves were really good. They also had potato chips in plain and barbecue, so I got a bag of barbecue chips to go on the side. Also, while I was taking pictures of my hot dog, these giant fish came swimming up to me. This is the body of water across from the carousel and underneath Silver Bullet and Jaguar. And yeah, it's full of giant fish. So if you know what kind of fish these are, how long they've been here, or where they came from, please let me know in the comments because I am very curious. The number one ride I wanted to go on was Ghost Rider, but the park was really crowded this day and it never dropped below a 2-hour wait, so it didn't happen, but I did make it onto the Calico mine train. Hello again. So it is now the next day, Monday. I just wanted to check in real quick because I didn't really end the video last night because it was dark and there was something I wanted to show you in daylight, so I figured I would wait until today. I think I ended up staying at Knott's until 7:30, 7:45, something like that. Also, spoiler alert, I realized I'm just like showing you what I'm about to tell you. So if you remember from the intro, I mentioned one of the places that might have vegan options is Wagon Wheel Bakery. Is that what it's called? I feel like I'm just making up names that sound Nazi. I think it's Wagon Wheel Bakery. It's like across from Ghost Rider, there's the pizza place, and then next to that and back a little bit, there's a bakery. So it turns out that bakery is not open currently, or at least yesterday it wasn't, but there were signs saying to check out the Marketplace Bakery for some of the similar options. But I went to the bakery. I asked the guy working there if he knows if there is any vegan options, and I explained what it says in the app, which is like to basically ask when you get there. And right away he told me that this cupcake is vegan. He also mentioned another tart which is vegan, which that wasn't really surprising. The cupcake was kind of surprising because I hadn't seen vegan cupcakes at Knott's before. The tart though, I had a vegan tart at a previous like food event, and the one that I had was really good. The one last night, I meant to double check the price because the at the food event it was like a mini size, and I think the one they had last night was more of like a shareable size. Speaking of price, this cupcake was originally $4, and with my season pass discount it was only $3.20, which is kind of amazing. I'm going to show you a little bit what it looks like. So yeah, you can't beat that price. Also, I'm like in a bank parking lot, which is kind of weird, but I'm on my way to work and this is where I had to stop to make the video. One more thing I wanted to say about the options of this bakery and the crew member who helped me. So he seemed very confident about knowing that these 2 items were vegan. He said he would show me the ingredients, which normally if I was going to put something kind of permanent in like a blog post or something like that, I would want to check the ingredients. The reason that I didn't ask for them, 1 is because he seemed like he knew what he was talking about, and 2, because one of the recent Knott's videos that I made, Knott's actually changed the recipe to one of the items that I had listed as vegan. Not to mention, it seems like the items at this bakery might change anyway, they might rotate. So I didn't want to come on here and say like, yes, this specific cupcake is vegan, so if you go to the park, you should get it because it's vegan. I would say you should probably still ask. It's better to go on a case-by-case, like day-by-day basis, and just ask them to confirm if it's vegan or not. So hopefully that makes sense. I think it would be great though if Knott's did, like this cupcake, it didn't even say what kind, I don't know, it's like a dark chocolate. I don't know if the frosting is berry or if it's just purple, but it just said assorted cupcakes, so I don't really know. But I was gonna say, I think it would be awesome if Knott's added like a little V symbol next to the nameplates. It would make it easier for the crew members to not have to like know off the top of their head if something's vegan or not, and it would make it easier for us to not have to ask, especially if the items are going to be changing frequently, and then we could just like walk in and know right away what we can get or not. I have a feeling that is realistically something that will happen in the not too distant future. Also, I realize when I'm talking about Knott's and I say the word knot, like N-O-T, it just automatically sounds like a pun every time I say it. Anyway, I'm not gonna wait any longer and I'm going to taste this cupcake. Okay, so the frosting, I don't think, it's not berry or anything. I think it's just vanilla, and then the cake itself is like a dark chocolate, but it's really, really good. It's a tiny bit dry, but I think that's because I kept it in the fridge overnight and it's the next day. I think if I had eaten it fresh, it would have been better. I remember someone commented on a post of mine recently saying not to refrigerate cupcakes because it dries them out, but it was cold when I got it, so I felt like I should just keep it that way. Anyway, I'm gonna quickly eat this and then I'm gonna go to work, but thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions about vegan food at Knott's, or maybe you have tips. Maybe you have things that you think I should check out next time. Let me know that too in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.